Welcome to Out of the Office. I'm your host, Kaylin Spickler, bringing you ideas for your next Out of the Office adventure.
You've got to get that bird's eye view of the valley.
Off the couch and away from video games.
If there was one event I would keep inventing, this is the baby.
Got a few things in store.
Every month, we sit down with business owners, regional experts, and everyday people to talk about all there is to offer in the Roanoke region.
That's the thing, right? Like, there's always so much fun stuff to cover on a podcast.
My favorite day.
They're having a blast.
We are loving it.
This month, we have with us celebrating all of the festive fun in Roanoke County, Alex North with Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, and Caitlin Gills from Roanoke County Public Libraries. So, Alex and Caitlin, let's talk about the Christmas tree lighting. I know we had you all on last month and we got to preview it. So, how do you all feel like it went this year?
I think it went really great. It was our highest attended one since COVID, so the momentum was going. Everyone had fun. It was very festive. The weather, the rain held out, so thank goodness for that. And lots of smiling faces, especially when Santa came in, and all the cookies and the treats were well enjoyed.
Yes. I know you guys ran out of hot chocolate.
We did. Don't worry. Next year, we already got it on the list to have more hot chocolate and coffee, and we're bringing back some cider. So that was asked about. So
it was great to see the parking lots full pretty early in the evening, and it's one of those things to where everyone in the community who does come out, we encourage them to get there early and enjoy the activities. Our after school for kids program, those kids from Oak Grove Elementary were able to sing some great Christmas songs and lead us in some songs before we flipped the switch and turned on the tree, which is everyone's favorite part. And it was a great event, and we're looking forward to having it again next year.
Yes, I think so. Last year was my first one, and it was so cold, and so then to see so many people come out this year and the weather be nice, it was just such a nice to see a big crowd either way.
yes, for sure.
It was great, and the library inside was packed.
It was.
Once we turned the tree on, it's like mass migration into the library, and with all the activities they have, to see all the smiling faces of the families and kids, and we also had the Cave Spring Jazz Band as well. They were great.
Well, Caitlin, I'm sure after the tree lighting, there was a little bit of a mess to clean up.
Oh, absolutely. There was definitely glitter on the floor after the party.
You guys definitely do a great job of having something for everyone. I would see little kids run up to try and find Santa, but then there were also teenagers there who were having fun, and adults got to get their coffee and snacks, and they were having fun. So it was really great for everyone, I think. And I think that's what makes our event really special. Are there any archived photos or memories of the first tree lighting?
I wasn't able to find some of the very first, to my knowledge, but I have some from about a little over 10, 12 years ago when we had it at Green Ridge Recreation Center before South County Library was open.
Yep, so I've got archived photos from 2012 on, from when it was at the library, so those are always fun to look back at.
Yeah, how do you think this compares to that?
I think it's grown every single year, and it's definitely magical every single year as well. So it's always great and fun, and seeing Santa every year, he always makes a stop for us, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's become a great tradition for folks, of all ages to come out and, enjoy kicking off the holiday season in Roanoke County. It's been great for me, especially because I've started out, I believe, in 2016 or 17 with my first event, and to see how it's grown and to see, the different people who come back every year, or for folks who are coming for the first time, it's been great to see each year kind of the momentum grow for the tree lighting.
Yes. And Caitlin, I have gathered that you're arguably, I don't want to speak for you, but your favorite part is when Santa comes. I know you said you get a little teary-eyed every year. Did that happen this year?
Of course it did. Yep. I was standing there and I took a video. You can find it on the library social media of Santa rolling in. I got a little teary-eyed, but don't worry, you don't hear any sniffles or anything on the video.
No, it was a great video. I was looking for you when it was happening. I was like, where's Caitlin? Is she getting teary-eyed? This year you didn't have to worry about the tears freezing to your eyes.
That's fair. That is fair.
I can confirm I was pretty nearby, and she held it together.
Okay, so speaking of Santa at the library, Santa has been making his rounds to all of the different libraries. Caitlin, what other events do the libraries have going on?
So we do have a few more stops of the Polar Express program for children. They can listen to an interactive reading of the classic holiday book, followed by crafts and goodies. So that's always a crowd pleaser. And then holiday movies are sprinkled throughout the rest of the year, from the Santa Claus to How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Elf, Rise of the Guardians. You can find all those on our website. And there's a couple more times to build your own gingerbread house for children. You just have to bring your own jar of frosting and pre-register. So you can find that on our website too.
Okay, perfect. There's a lot of fun to be had then, still a lot of festivities, things to get in the spirit as we get closer and closer.
That's right.
And I know kids have been writing letters to Santa, and I know some of them get previewed as they get enveloped up and mailed out. Have you had any favorites that you've been able to see?
Oh, some of them are so sweet. They ask for stuff for their siblings or their parents. It's just so heartwarming. A lot of want for robot spiders and scooters and all that fun stuff. So yes, for sure.
Oh, well, those are so fun. You guys get to be Santa's little helpers.
That's right.
Alex, and I know there are still opportunities for Illuminates as well as other festive events on the Parks and Rec end.
Yep. So Illuminates is operating the whole month of December through the 23rd. Then we take a break for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then we pick back up operation from the 26th to the 30th. And there are still time slots available for folks to register in advance online. That's the key, because we don't have any walk-ups. So if you want to come to Illuminates, purchase your tickets online at explorepark.org/Illuminates. And adults 16 and up are $17.50, and children ages 3 to 15 are $6.50. So definitely make your way to our website, purchase those tickets in advance, to see the holiday magic out at Explore Park. So far, we've seen over 35,000 guests come through the park, and our goal is to hit over 50,000, which we've achieved over the last few years at Illuminate. So overall, it's been a great event so far this year. Seeing all the families coming out, getting their holiday photos in front of some of our photo ops. Santa was also at Illuminates as well, so it's been a great time this year, and we've seen a lot of smiling faces, a lot of returning customers, but some new folks from outside of the region enjoy the Winter Walk of Lights as well.
That's awesome. And Santa's just visiting everywhere in Roanoke County. We must have a lot of really nice people.
Yeah. Santa's definitely, one of the more popular people around this time of year, and to have them be able to come to Illuminates in our libraries, it's been really great to see all the kids, interact with him and get their requests in before Christmas.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I know we're all hoping that the weather stays nice through the remaining couple of weeks and we don't have a repeat of last year especially, but sounds like you guys are well on your way to hitting those numbers.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And if we do have to cancel for any reason, a lot of it is just, to keep not only our customers safe, but our staff safe during this holiday season, to make sure that we can, keep the trail intact. And safety is really our main priority when we make those decisions.
Right. And do you all have any other fun events to couple with Illuminates?
Yeah, so coming up right after Christmas, our winter break camps continue at Green Ridge Recreation Center. The theme is Holidays Around the World. So the participants and the kiddos, kindergarten through 5th grade, who can register, will get to learn about different holidays around the world, specifically from Australia, China, Italy, and other countries in Europe. So that's definitely a hit, and that takes place the 26th through the 30th at Green Ridge Recreation Center. And then our Winter Rec Life programs are continuing to stay strong, and specifically for the kiddos, we have Little Tykes basketball, which is starting in early January at Green Ridge, and swim lessons begin as well at Green Ridge coming up on January 10th. So folks can register online at RoanokeCountyParks.com to learn more and check out some more of those programs as we head into the new year.
Okay, and I saw the post about Green Ridge having $5 passes for students who may be home for the holidays. That is a great deal and a great opportunity.
Yeah, so that's our Home for the Holidays pass that's valid through January 14th. If you have, if you know a student who's coming home for Christmas break or just in for the holidays, or who even lives here in the Roanoke Valley, they can present their valid college ID and get $5 daily admission at Green Ridge through January 14th. So, folks can come in, recreate on their time off, and, get to learn a little bit more about the center, which actually has had some improvements lately. Our gym floor and our wellness studio floor have been resurfaced, so we have new surfaces for our participants and our members. And then that also led to the expansion of pickleball courts inside the gym, which now has 6 total courts. So we
Wow.
have different varieties and options of folks to come in. Basically, Monday through Saturday, we have different options and different times for folks to enjoy those courts for open play.
That's awesome. People can go decorate gingerbread houses at the library and then bring the family right on over and play pickleball.
Exactly.
What a good winter itinerary. Okay, well, speaking of upcoming events and just thinking about further out into the new year, what are some maybe New Year's resolutions your departments have, or even just events and programs that the libraries and Parks and Rec are looking forward to in 2024?
I think the big thing for me in the library department is to continue to get the word out about all of our great resources available at your library that are free, from databases to books to just help from the helpful librarians.
And we can also get our passports at the libraries.
That's right. You can call the South County Library, make your appointment for your passports. And if you need your real ID, we do have the DMV to go at the Vinton Library, and it's coming back to the South County Library. Their first stop will be January 10th.
Okay, I know that's something people are thinking about more in 2024 as we start to meet some of those new deadlines and just requirements for international travel. I need to get my passport, so every time I see you, I keep thinking, like, I need to schedule that because I feel like you need to do that not just a couple weeks before you leave.
I know.
Obviously.
Yeah, I still need to change mine. It has my maiden name on it, so I got to figure that out too. And I'm there every day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you guys have a lot of resources for the community.
Absolutely. From language learning to Universal Class, which has thousands of classes from Excel to painting to crafting, you name it, and it's on there, which is really cool and free. Small business resources. Just for Kids video has shows like Daniel Tiger and Arthur on it for free that anyone can watch from their device or computer.
And that's really good to know, too, for, like, snow days or things like that.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, awesome. It never ends with the libraries.
I know. We have so much. So come and see us.
Yes. And then, Alex, what about on the Parks and Rec end?
Yeah, so, we're always evolving and continuing to look at some new community-based programs that keep our citizens engaged, healthy, and active in Roanoke County and really in the region, because our programmers are striving to, increase our program offerings while also looking at some new different programs, whether that's some new wellness classes at Brambleton or Greenridge or some new outdoor skills and classes for those really all ages out at Explore Park and Camp Roanoke, which we're looking forward to in 2024. And then, of course, we're in the stages of planning our event schedule for the whole year. So that's anything from, Kite Festival or Touch a Truck all the way to all of our tournaments and races that we host at all of our parks facilities and athletic fields throughout the county all year long. So we're definitely looking forward to what 2024 has in store, possibly some new events that, you'll maybe want to stay tuned for on some future episodes, but also some mainstays that will be back in 2024 as well.
Okay, well, very exciting. A nice little teaser to end the year on a cliffhanger. So, to end the year, to kind of wrap it up, what would you all say your department's wrapped would be?
I guess I'll go first. So we kind of took our take on this kind of on the Spotify Wrapped on our social media pages, if for those folks who follow us. Basically, our Wrapped for 2023 events specifically include, Illuminates, which is our most popular event in our Parks and Rec department out at Explore Park. T-Rex Trail had a successful second year where we eclipsed over 30,000 total folks over the span of 2 years with our partnership with Center in the Square at Explore Park for that summer event. Kite Festival was a great hit in April. That's one of my favorite events, seeing all the different kites from all different shapes, sizes, and different displays out at Green Hill Park. And Touch a Truck did return in 2023. That was a really, really great event, near and dear to my heart, which is where I got my start as an intern with our department. So that was great to see all those smiling faces and folks who braved some of the elements that day out at Green Hill Park, to see, learn, and actually touch and get up in some of these big trucks and get to see those, which is really cool. And then finally, one of my favorite events that we did that was brand new was Pooches in the Pool at Splash Valley Water Park. We got some great footage and some great feedback from those dog owners and pooches who were there splashing away in the water park once we closed after Labor Day weekend. So that's pretty much how we wrapped up our year in events.
Well, and if you're not following Roco Parks on social media, you definitely should, so that way you can see more fun posts like the Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Wrapped, as well as all the other events. And then, Caitlin, part of your Wrapped would also probably include the new library mobile app.
Yes, I am so excited that RVL Mobile is now live. You can download it from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. It is seriously your one-stop shop for all things library. You can check out books, visit our website, get to all of our databases and services, see books you have on hold, place books on hold, and all of that fun stuff. So it's right in your hand, 24/7, right with you.
That's awesome. Can you also keep your eye out for events and everything on it as well?
Yes. Yep. You can check out the event calendar, reserve a meeting room, email us, whatever you need to do. It is all right there.
Truly all right there. That is awesome. Definitely a much needed and much appreciated resource, I'm sure.
Yes, for sure. So that covers libraries in Roanoke County, Roanoke City, Botetourt, and Salem. So it's the RVL mobile app.
Okay. Perfect. Well, are there any other things you want to wrap as part of the library's year?
Oh, definitely the ribbon cutting ceremonies at the Mountain Branches, Bit Mountain, and Mount Pleasant, summer reading program, and the tree lighting were all great events this year.
Yes, I agree. Caitlin, what would your top books be off the top of your head?
I would say for children, we definitely have the Dog Man series. Those books are going out all the time. Disney Fairies and Pokemon Adventures definitely hit the top. Picture books, which I have 2 small children, so I read those a lot. Owl Moon, I Talk Like a River, and If the Dinosaurs Came Back were popular titles this year. As far as adult books go, Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, Mad Honey by Jordi Picoult, and The Boys from Biloxi by David Baldacci were all top of the list this year.
Okay. So interesting. I haven't really heard of very many of those, so I'm out of the loop. I need to get back on Book Talk and Book Instagram and see all the top reads that there are.
That's right.
Okay, so now I think it is time for our 2 games that we play every episode. So Alex, we are going to give you the next level adventure because we've done Roanoke Rapid with you before.
Sounds good. Let's
okay.
Go for it.
All right, so your adventure to level up this episode is Illuminates. How perfect.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So I guess if you're at Illuminates, odds are you already got your tickets and have gone through the Walk of Lights trail. Mm-hmm. And so not only will you be able to see some photo ops on the trail, but outside of the trail itself, we have different photo ops and activities that go on in front of the brew pub, Twin Creeks Brew Pub lawn. So we have a lot of photo ops. You know, you got to get your holiday pictures. You got to get your social media pictures for everyone to see during the holiday season, specifically at the Grand Home Furnishing Christmas ornament. We've already had a few proposals there and along the trail.
No way.
Yep. I actually had a gentleman contact me from, I believe, Northern Virginia, because his family's from here, and he was kind of lining up his engagement. So he had his family purchase tickets 30 minutes before his time slot with his girlfriend, now fiance. It was successful. and yeah, so that's a really special moment. And we see a lot of those out at Illuminates. And it's really cool to be, see us be tagged on social media for those and be part of someone's special moment in their life. So yeah, we have other photo ops. The WSLS package is a really popular one along the trail, but we also have the friendship sleigh that Santa has been at with some photo ops. That's been a popular one. And the new one is a giant wreath photo op brought to you by InFirst Federal Credit Union. So you definitely want to get all those photo opportunities taken care of when you're at Explore Park to, keep the memories alive for years to come. Then we also have food vendors. So we have Twin Creeks Brew Pub, who's open Tuesdays through Sundays each night at Illuminates. And then we also have hot cocoa vendors. Media Luna is trailside. So once you go through the entrance, you can pick up your hot cocoa before you go through the trail. Or if you forget, then we also have the coffee bus, which is there with some hot cocoa and different craft coffee items. And then we also have Grandpa Ike's Mini Donuts and the Holy Heaven Cookie Company. And wrap it up with Tinker Mountain Kettle Corn. They're my favorite. And it's definitely one of those things where folks can, enjoy the lights, get some photos, and enjoy some food while they're there.
Absolutely. I think it's definitely really good for everyone to know that it's not just a light show. There's really so much you can do. You can spend hours up there.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the things where folks, once they go through the trails, like, well, what's next? Well, once you arrive, you can kind of see everything, and you're really able to make a whole night of it with the family or with a group outing. So it's been great this year. In our 5th year at Illuminates, and we're excited to finish up the year strong, seeing hopefully close to 50,000 folks.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Caitlin, have you seen any marriage proposals at the Christmas tree lighting?
I haven't, but it is a great spot. It's very pretty. So if anyone has that in mind for the holidays, stop by the South County Library.
You guys do have a great photo op, though.
We do. Yeah. We do have the gingerbread cottage, and it is out and about. There's a QR code on the back you can scan to mark your visit, and that'll send to the Chamber of Commerce, and they will mark you on the map.
Well, maybe next year we're putting that little bird in everyone's ear now.
That's right.
To also, there's the tree lighting event.
Very pretty.
It's another opportunity. Okay, well, Caitlin, we will do our second game, which is Roanoke Rapid. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Family Feud, where they do fast money. So I'm going to say something, and you say really the first thing that comes to mind then.
All right.
So we'll start off with your favorite holiday book.
The Night Before Christmas.
Oh, that's such a good one.
I know. It's a classic.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. My family still reads that every night.
Yep.
Okay, so second thing is a cozy place to read a book.
Ooh, by the fireplace.
Yes, and South County Library
Absolutely.
has that. Do any other libraries have a fireplace?
The Glenver Library and the Vinton Library both have fireplaces. Very cozy, very nice and warm.
Yes, perfect opportunities in multiple areas of the county.
Yep.
Favorite place to get hot chocolate?
Ooh, Mill Mountain Coffee and Tea has really good hot chocolate.
I agree.
Yep.
Okay, and fourth thing would be your go-to way to decorate a gingerbread house.
Ooh, definitely icing and gumdrops and maybe candy canes.
Okay, yes, keep it simple and classic.
Yep.
My sister and I were talking about the other week how we always want to decorate gingerbread houses, but then we're such perfectionists that we get too overboard and it's just chaotic.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
But yes, that's perfect. Keep it classic. You can't go wrong.
Yep.
Well, thank you both so much for being on this month's podcast episode. To end the episode, do either of you have any fun and festive holiday traditions you do in the area?
I know we definitely drive around and look at Christmas lights leading up to Christmas Eve and afterwards. There's a few really nice ones near where I grew up in Bonsack behind the Walmart that are actually synced up to music that are really, really cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep, and we'll watch a lot of Christmas movies at night with hot cocoa and wrapped gifts. So just always nice family fun activity.
Yes, definitely. Well, I hope you both have a wonderful holiday with your families, and I hope all of our listeners have a great holiday and a happy new year, and we will see you all in 2024. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks as always for having us.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Out of the Office. We appreciate you all being with us all year since we started in March at least, and we look forward to our first full year in 2024. Make sure to tag us in your Out of the Office pictures on social media, and we will see you in the new year.